let's make lemonade. Okay, let's go to work.
That's the signal! Go, 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 go! 6! It's beautiful! Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude!
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to The Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Nissan. Get this. You can drive a 2026 Pathfinder, and that's a beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful vehicle for just $199 a month. A stylish sedan with impressive tech, comfort, and a value at a price that's hard to beat. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, like, and share. Leave your comments. And, of course, you can call the show at 515-517-2303 and follow us on our social media channels. Good morning, Ross Peterson.
What's up, buddy? How's Thursday morning?
It's been good. I think I got a decent night's sleep. I actually was on the phone from like 5 to 5:30 with a former radio colleague, not in the Des Moines market, but a different market.
When you told me this, I thought maybe you misspoke. That guy, you had a conversation this morning about...
This morning, yes. I got a text last night or a Facebook message. Hey, when you get a second, call me. And I just said, hey...
Do you want to say who it was? I mean, not the person's name.
I'm not going to get his name up because, as he said, I'm probably in the next wave.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm probably in the next wave.
Yeah.
But I think
a radio person. Nobody here in Des Moines knows.
Nobody be familiar with him. But it shows you, now he's been doing it a long time, right? And I just think it shows you that people who've been in the business a long time, like you, like me, like him, you start to like reminisce and you see it crumbling. It's a house of cards. It's crumbling.
The conversation we had with Condon yesterday, man, that's one of the hardest things of this is that we all saw it. We talked about it for a long time. We had open conversations about, this place is collapsing. This place is collapsing. This industry is collapsing around us. What the hell? And how it's so weird because it's almost like the fast days, long year, or the long days, fast years thing, where you're looking around at your office and your people, and you're like, "We're making money. We're doing good. We got good ratings. None of us make any money. Everybody else, there's no way they're gonna fire us." Whew, here comes the axe.
And what we have to and it's changing a mindset, right? Because people's lives are affected and totally understand that. But what radio is going through now is really no different than when newspapers started going through 15, 20 years ago, meaning that it's changing and the traditional way of reading a newspaper is changing. You have to adapt to what's going online. I mean, how many people actually physically get a newspaper anymore? I know some people do, but
my dad does.
Yeah,
yeah. And then there's one at the coffee shop. That's the two I know about.
Yeah. And so I picked up a newspaper in my hometown the other day. I'm like, it's the only thing they make money off of is sports. It's like the newspaper is nothing but a sports section now.
Oh, the Des Moines Register, the sports section is one page.
Oh.
It's usually, Travis, 2 or 3 articles. It's bad. It's one page. There's 4. You have a front page, you open it. There's the third page, you fold, you close it. That's it. That's the entire sports section is one piece of paper.
But I think shows like ours are going through a digital revolution, right? And that is, the medium is just changing. It's how you adapt to that. And it's sad because there is still something nostalgic. There's something nostalgic about a newspaper. There's something nostalgic about a radio station. There's something nostalgic about a TV station. But hell, when they put it in your house and your costs go way down, it's It's just change, and it's hard to deal with. Speaking of change, Sean Roberts is going to be jumping on with us at 7 o'clock today. He's got an event coming up with his bench mob, and I said, hey, you want to come on and promote that? You want to get people to come see us? So Shawnee's going to be joining us at 7 o'clock, and of course Brian Duax, after a 2-week hiatus, I think he's anxious to get back on with it. Yesterday, his exact quote was, "I can't wait to get back on with you fuckers." I'm like, we missed you too, Brian.
Come on, talk some soccer. Tell us what happened yesterday.
Well, I tell you what, I watched all, I guess it would have been, I know it's a 90-minute game, but I think they played 56 minutes in the first half, and I think they went a 10-minute extra time in the second half as Team USA beats Bosnia and Herzegovina 2-0. I'll be correct here and say 2-0, advancing to the round of 16. Team USA's first knockout win since 2002, Ross. Got to go to 2002 to the last knockout win for Team USA.
Explain to me, what's knockout round? Where are we at now? Is this quarterfinals? Is this like round of 32?
Round of 16 they're going to. Last night was the round of 32. They go to the round of 16 where they'll play Belgium on Monday night in Seattle.
All right.
In Seattle.
Go USA.
Before we get into the game, and I'm never going to say, and I put this on X last night, I don't know anything about soccer. I know when they score, and I know some other things, but let's go to the end of the game. I know you know more about soccer because you play the soccer game, but at the end of the game, I'm going to start at the end of the game and work backwards. And the post-game celebration, it was like a college football atmosphere. So here they are in San Francisco, of all places, and they put on Country Roads. And it was like, I go, oh, this is a college football atmosphere. You had the team going around singing, "Take me home, country roads, West Virginia, Mountain Mama." I mean, it was just...
I know the song. Yeah, I think we all know the song. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to sing it and feel like I was part of the crowd. But it was an atmosphere that I think a lot of people went, oh, yeah, this is a cool atmosphere. And I liked that part of it, the way they celebrated. Everybody was having fun. A couple things I don't understand.
Okay.
Did you see the red card?
Yes.
You have Team USA's top goal scorer, 15 minutes into the second half, get a red card, which kicked him out of the game, kicks him out of the round of 16.
Yep. Losing for the next game.
Now, this is where, I put on there, I said, hey, I don't know anything about soccer, but did I just watch a red card get called for that, and you're out this game and the next game? I go, bring on American football for me, because I think an average fan or nobody who's will watch this and go, what are we doing here? That was nothing.
I think even soccer fans will watch that and go, oh, that's again, it's a judgment call. Like every sport has officials that make bad calls or calls that you can find questionable. I think that's one. Even people that know the rules and know what's supposed to constitute a red card have stepped up and said, this one seems like this is a stretch of the rules. I'd love to, like Tyler or some of the guys in the chat that are big soccer fans. Maybe when we talk to Duax, we can ask him his opinion on it. Because I think, first of all, we all are seeing it through American glasses first, right?
100%.
But just watching what happened, it did seem like that was a little bit excessive. So, yeah, now losing for the next game is the biggest part of that.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like a football guy last night going, when we start debating targeting, right? I'm that's not a target. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, if
very
it's
good,
intentional,
very good analogy. Do it.
If it's intentional, everybody says, well, how do you know targeting? Well, you kind of know it when you see it. Sometimes there's accidental targeting, but then you go like, okay, you definitely were headhunting. Last night I'm watching that play going, I don't think he meant to do that. It's kind of in the play of the action. You're saying he raked his legs. First of all, you didn't call the foul or the red card immediately. You were summoned back to a replay monitor where you watched it in slow motion. I hate slow motion is so deceiving. You're like, oh, yeah, he raked his leg and stepped on his ankle. And I'm like, okay, let's play that at regular speed and see if the intent was there, right?
So some of our soccer fans have weighed in. Tyler said, I think it was a red card. I think they're just hoping to reduce that sort of behavior. Brian said, I'm a Germany fan. That red card was weak. Cyhawk said it's a red card. It was a red card, but I've seen that same. I'm sorry. It was a weak red card, but I've seen that exact same thing called in the English Premier League. So anyway, it's a call. It wasn't a fair catch.
No, it was a fair catch.
Well, right. Was it a red card? It was a red card because the official pulled it out of his pocket and issued it, and now you lose your player for the next game. So,
but I guess you understand where I'm coming from. Like, if you're just sitting down watching this, going, okay, you're bringing in new fans, and you're like, oh, I don't quite get this.
Yeah.
And the other one is Christian Pulisic's goal that was called offsides. And, I'm like, offsides is stupid. Because, just hear me out.
Okay.
I've always been told that the way to dumb down offsides for dummies like me, and I'm a dummy, was I've always been told, yeah, but it prevents cherry picking. I go, okay, I understand that. However, he wasn't cherry picking. It was like in the heat of the action, you're moving, and you're talking a foot, right? I'm like, okay, there needs to be when everybody's around the goal. That's when I think people like me go, really? That's not cherry picking.
You're right. It's not. It's the 3 seconds. Remember we talked about 3 seconds in basketball.
Yeah.
The 3 second rule was designed because Wilt Chamberlain could stand in the middle of the paint, hold his hand up, the entire offensive. They'd finally get him the ball. He'd turn around. He'd put it in, and they said, okay, we can't do that. Wilt's at least got to go in and out of the lane. So now when you watch a 8U basketball game and you've got dad screaming, 3 seconds, she's camping in the lane, 3 seconds. There's the letter of the law, and then it becomes a rule. And that's, there has to be a rule that says, here's how we determine offsides. And then it's kind of the same conversation we're just having about the red card. You have to make the call. And the thing about offsides is it is not supposed to be, I always screw up. It's not supposed to be subjective. It's not supposed to be up to the official's determination. It is a hard, fast thing. Is the guy behind? And even if it's a millimeter, man,
they've got that AI track now. You're like,
yeah,
God dang,
dude,
that technology. I mean, soccer may have the best technology of any of them right now.
All this stuff. Anyway, yeah, you're right. All this stuff exists, but yet we're still doing chain gangs in the NFL. It's insane. All of this technology exists to be able, and we still have to do slow motion instant replays to see if the ball got over the edge of the goal line and which angle, and we go back and forth, and it could be done like that. We see it all in all these other sports. We see it done instantly.
But even with Pulisic last night, he wasn't like hanging out.
No.
I mean, that's where I'm like, okay, there's got to be a way, and I understand the letter of the law. And I know what you're saying. It's just one of those confusing things for people who are like, your job is to try to score, and you're like, okay, I gotta wait, I gotta back up, then I can move forward. I can back up, move forward.
It's a tricky game. It's a tricky that, especially in those moments, offsides is not only is it vitally important, it is a chess game. The defender, in fact, Travis, a really good defensive backfield. Okay, so you've got your forwards, you've got your midfielders, then you've got your backs, which are like your last line of defense. Imagine it in a foosball.
Okay,
if you could take that last line of defense from the goalie and move them up, move that bar up as a unit. Think of how you limit the field, because the offense can't get behind you. The offense can't. The only way they can get behind you is by dribbling the ball through your defensive line. So a good defensive line, those three backs will literally work in unison together to cause guys to be offsides. So as a team is coming in, they'll rush. The three backs will rush at the ball trying to induce a guy to be offsides during a pass. It's an art.
Is that why they call it a beautiful game?
It really, there's so much happening back out there that is not, man. And again, it's just culture. It's a total culture thing. We as Americans have a hard time with not attacking. Where's your goal? Your goal is that way. Why aren't you kicking the ball that way? I don't get it. Aren't you trying to score goals?
That's me.
Yeah,
That's
right.
me.
Kick the ball towards your goal. That's how you're going to score goals. Kick the ball towards your goal. It takes a long time to watch the game to realize, okay, you've got to kick the ball this way to draw some of these guys out. And then so there's a lot happening.
A lot happening, but yet you sit there and go, this is so simple. What do we do? And that's where I'm like, kick the ball. Kick the
There's
ball.
something there. And again, I don't want to knock it and be like, we're just gorillas. We Americans are just absolute gorillas. But there is something about it. There's something about it where the American brain is like, go, 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 go. And it's like, well, okay, hold on. And I used to have a really good conversation with Jan about this because Jan loved soccer. And Jan's thing was this. Every team, and the World Cup is a great example of this. Their strategy on the soccer field can be a reflection of the actual culture and the country. Okay?
Okay.
And the Germans, methodical. They are going to be very disciplined. It's going to be a methodical game. The Brazilians, it's going to be free flow. It's going to look a lot more like street ball. But the Americans never had their own. And Jan was a big advocate of like, America's thing should be go, go, go. We're attackers. It's in our nature to be attackers and go.
From what I could tell last night, that's what their philosophy
They're
was.
trying to get there.
Yeah.
I wonder, and I would love to get the opinion of the other guys in the chat that have been following a lot closer than I have. Was Bosnia and Herzegovina the best competition for us to be? I mean, is this one of those situations where you have to take into account the competition, or is Bosnia and Herzegovina a good team and U.S. is really good?
Well, Team USA was favored. They were supposed, and everybody said, again, playing my soccer stupidness, that was like the ideal draw for Team USA. So,
and Brian said right away, no, that they're good. I mean, they made it to the round of 32.
32, yeah.
Belgium will have some dudes. Belgium's going to have some guys on the team that you might not know them.
I promise you, Ross, I will not know them. I can tell you with absolute certainty, I will not know them. The only ones I know now are Pulisic, Messier, and Ronaldo. That's it. That's all I know.
And I think you called him Messier.
Or Messi, whatever.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, the 2.5.
Yeah. Though, I wonder if there's other sports leagues. I wonder if the NFL's watching this and going, hey, now, how come when their coaches and their players who aren't playing get a nice little covered canopy and like leather captain chairs to sit in?
They take care of them, don't they? They're sitting over there.
They show the coaches shot. They're in a chair like mine, right?
Oh, it's even nicer. You have a nice chair. It is beautiful.
Yeah, and they're like just chilling. They got their. It looks like a first class airplane.
Yeah,
because they've got their little iPad. They're watching and rewinding the iPad. I'm like, I wonder if NFL coach could do that. Just sit. I'm going to sit in my captain's chair. I'm going to sit and just have the iPad, and I'm going to do that. I'm just going to sit and relax the whole game.
That would be sweet. First of all, there's some coaches I couldn't see it. Dan Campbell.
Because they're too intense.
Yeah. Dan Campbell ain't sitting down. Mike Tomlin? I could have seen Mike Tomlin sitting on a throne type of.
Got a Hennessy up here and smoking a cigar.
Dude. Now I'm imagining it looking more like tennis, like the coach is on a stand at the 50-yard line.
They would always go to those cutaways of the coach. The Bosnian coach, I don't think was sitting that much, but the American coach, he's got the long hair. He's got beautiful hair, and he's just sitting there. He's chilling the whole game in the chair, and I'm like, damn. Yeah, I could see like tennis players going, "Hey, I don't want a folding chair next to the judge.
Can I get
need
some
lazy
comfort
boy
here?
Yeah, I need a lazy boy.
Tennis players, especially, it's literally like an aluminum folding chair that they're sitting in sometimes. Huh?
Yeah.
I also think it's still hilarious that Major League Baseball managers wear the uniform. It just cracks me up.
What would they wear, though?
To imagine Tommy Lasorda putting on the stirrups every day, like he was gonna do something.
What would they? If you had your ideal, because soccer coaches all over the place. The American coach, he's got his hair, but he just wears a night. You can tell he goes to the dry cleaners beforehand because that thing is well pressed. I'm like, damn, I would have wrinkles in my shirt, but he's very cash. The Bosnian coach was in a suit, right? What would you put a baseball manager in?
I think that it could look a lot like college basketball. A baseball coach could wear a suit. A baseball coach could wear a tracksuit. You know what I mean? Like why couldn't a baseball coach look like TJ Otzelberger? Wear a polo and shorts. Why couldn't a baseball coach look like he was going to a Jimmy Buffett concert? Flip-flops, cargo shorts, vape pen. Why not?
Is it a Major League Baseball rule to where they have to wear the uniform?
I think it is. Courtney just looked this up the other day because Courtney was talking about this. She was like, why do baseball managers wear the uniform? And I didn't get it, but if I would have guessed, I would have said, I think it's because they used to be players.
They were player managers, right?
And then I was telling her about Pete, and it turned out that was exactly it. It was because, coaches used to put themselves in the game. Like, we were alive. Travis and I were both conscious. Travis was almost in college. When Pete rose, he would put the stirrups on. He'd put the uniform on.
True.
He'd put the lineup card together. He'd go sit at the edge of the dugout. And then in the 6th inning, he'd put himself in to pinch hit.
So he had to wear the uniform.
It was amazing. Looking down the bench. Yeah, you want a job done right, you do it yourself, boys. Everybody take a seat. Pete's got this one. I'll be calling signals from second base here in a moment, boys.
And never mind, I got about 10,000 on the game. Never mind that part of it. What, and somebody put it out that, NFL coaches used to be able to wear suits. They used Tom Landry. Tom Landry would come out in a fedora. Now you can't do that. There's a dress code mandated by the National Football League on what you can and can't wear.
Wait a minute. So you can't wear a suit, but you can wear a hooded sweatshirt with the sleeves cut off?
Yes.
What? Are you serious?
No, I'm dead serious. Who was it? Trying to think, who was the last San Francisco coach who wore like a sweater vest and a tie? He had to get like a special dispensation from the national. But it wasn't Harbaugh. It was somebody before. It wasn't Harbaugh. It was somebody else that wanted to wear a tie, and I forget who it was.
I want to be clear. Jim Harbaugh's a dork. John seems like he's pretty cool.
Yeah, the difference between two brothers.
Trust me, dude. Listen. I'm the Jim Harbaugh in my family. Okay, my brother's super cool. Me, you get tired of me.
Nobody would ever.
George Seifert, who you were talking about.
Okay.
Or wait, Mike Nolan was the Niner coach.
Yeah, I think it was Mike Nolan who asked the National Football League for a special exemption to wear a tie.
That's ridiculous. But Vrabel can go out there in a cut-off hoodie with the sleeves cut off of it, banging the reporters, and that's cool. All that's cool. But a tie, you got to run that up the flagpole. I had no idea.
Yeah. Tom Landry, one of the last icons. Fedora, suit, dressed to the nines.
But baseball managers, they're still in the uni, baby.
That's right. They're one of the men. One of the men.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget that NASCAR is coming back to the Iowa Speedway. We're going to have some tickets to give away, but you can also win tickets from the Iowa Lottery. And that's going to be a VIP experience for the whole weekend, plus a chance to meet two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Larson, a private trailer tour, pace car ride, and so much more. Just use your Powerball tickets to enter through 9/59 on July 14th for a chance to win an Iowa Speedway package that includes cash, merchandise, and more. Now, don't forget, the Iowa Lottery Weekly Woohoo tomorrow here on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. You can get an early start on that. Go to therushladio.com, click on the promotions tab. You'll see the woohoo. Tell us what made you go woohoo this week, and you can pick up a $90 prize pack for now, because it could be more money. We keep telling you that. For more, go to ialottery.com. That's ialottery.com. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire, a front row tickets to every show millionaire, a hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy, and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
When I'm meeting a new patient, I want them to feel comfortable knowing that odds are I've seen something like this before.
From the moment a patient steps into the room to the moment the patient leaves the office, I think they're going to get a great experience.
I think it feels good coming in and feeling like it's a community here, and you get to be a part of that community and get to be taken care of by that community.
My goal is when they walk out of there to know that I'm fighting for them, I'm pulling for them.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
My name's Gary Presnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat, Norm. Norm knows basketball, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert. Please call me. I would love to help you.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I am Roman Lehman, Service Advisor at Willis Nissan. For the 2026 summer season, we will be offering 15% off all fuel system services. Over time, carbon builds up inside your engine, and these services clean out all carbon deposits for better engine performance. Don't let carbon deposits get in the way of your summer plans. Visit willisnissan.com to book your service today.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
I hope you're stretched, hydrated, and prepared for more nonsense, because The Rush with Travis and Ross, presented by Willis Automotive, is back now.
You know, everyone can in Iowa can legally ignite fireworks on July 3rd and 4th. So if you want to celebrate this country's 250th anniversary with the biggest, baddest fireworks display ever, you need to shop at the biggest fireworks store in Iowa, the Iowa Fireworks Farm, with over 1,400 hand-picked products and a 6,000 square foot air-conditioned showroom at unbeatable prices. And don't miss Wade's Big Fireworks Deals, a weekly special to get the most bang for your buck. Iowa Fireworks Farm is located 25 minutes south of Des Moines at exit 43 at I-35 in New Virginia. No gimmicks, just the best selection and value around. And make sure to follow Iowa Fireworks Farm on Facebook for hours, specials, and locations. That's Iowa Fireworks Farm, a bumper crop of bloomers at dirt cheap prices. Of course, Ross, we've been talking about the Freedom Feast, right? And the registration is over, but we have a winner. We have a winner. Oh, you're muted there, buddy. You're muted.
What the?
I don't know. I don't know.
How was the winner selected?
So so they all registered online. Okay. It went into an Excel spreadsheet, and then a random selection of drawing popped up a number on the Google on the spreadsheet, and that number won.
Okay.
So it was using a quick algorithm going, okay, instead of putting all the names into a hat.
I kind of forgot. We have a couple different giveaways going on right now. I couldn't remember. This one was just random draw.
This was a random draw.
Okay. All right.
Random draw. And Alan Althouse is our winner of the Freedom Feast. Do you know Alan? I don't know Alan personally.
I know Alan.
Oh, you do?
That's why I asked about this.
Okay.
Because Alan sent me a message yesterday, and he was like, dude, did you rig this contest? And
no.
And I said, Alan, I had nothing to do with it at all. I promise you. And I didn't even know he had necessarily won. And then all of a sudden he sent me a picture of the was it Mob Stars?
The Mob Stars, yeah.
He sent me the picture of the Mob Stars thing in the back of his truck.
Oh, so he got down there yesterday because I called him.
He got down and got it, dude.
I called him. The phone's ringing. He goes, hello? I go, hey, Alan, Travis Justice. What's up, man? I go, hey, I'm with the Rush Radio Show. He goes, I know who you are. I go, well, you won the Freedom Feast. He's like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like, no, you won, man. I've never met Alan, or maybe I have. I just don't remember. So it was a total random drawing. And he was, I can tell you, he was number 94 on the Excel spreadsheet. Number 94. I remember the number. And Alan is the winner. So he picks up the Mob Stars. He's going to get that Weber grill from Ace Hardware in Ankeny and Johnston. And he's going to get the Des Moines barbecue or Des Moines Bacon Company barbecue bundle pack. So Alan, congratulations, and have a great 4th of July, man. Have a great 4th of July. Now, there's one more giveaway, and usually we do it on Fridays, but because Friday's the 3rd, and I want to give people enough time to get down to the Iowa Fireworks Farm to pick up their fireworks, we've been giving away $50 gift certificates for the last 4 weeks. And this was I was going back and forth between some photos, and this one just seems, considering what happened last night, appropriate. This is Drew Shipley.
Oh, Drew.
Drew Shipley. Drew. Now you're going to go, what's patriotic about that? Well, he's got the American flag, but he's wearing the Team USA soccer jersey.
Patriotic about what's not patriotic about that?
Yeah. So Drew,
he's wearing Mickey Mantle's number. He's got
there it is.
Yeah, he's got the red, white, and blue jersey on. Drew is a veteran.
Oh, I didn't know that part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Drew is our buddy Travis. We've had Drew on our show before. Do you remember? Yes. Do you remember? I was just telling this story to my neighbor the other day because my neighbor was all excited. She went out to some event and she won the 50-50 raffle. And she's like, yeah, I won like $200 at this 50. I'm like, that's awesome. Can I tell you a 50-50 raffle story? My buddy, Drew, he won one at the Redskins. Do you remember this story, Travis?
Oh,
this is
yes.
kind of how we got to know Drew.
Okay.
He won the 50-50 raffle at the Washington football team, whatever they were at that time. I think they were the Redskins. That's how long ago it was. He won like 20.
By the way, they'll always be the Redskins to me.
He won like $27,000. I mean, it's an NFL game. You win the 50-50 raffle. You win it at the Knoxville Nationals. You win like $10,000. This is $27,000 or something like that, in that range. Maybe I'm making up that number. He goes down to the ticket, the guest services thing, and they're like, yep, you're the winner. Got the ticket. Congratulations. Here's a check. Monday morning, he goes to the bank. He goes to cash the check. They don't have the funds. He went like months back and forth with him. Tried to do the right. Didn't go to the. Didn't call us at KXNO right away. Didn't call the Washington. But I remember, like, we reading this article in the Washington Post or whatever it was. Like, yeah, Washington Redskins, fan, $27,000 from 50-50 raffle.
How do you not have the funds? You took the other 50%. You should have it in there.
Right. Like a 50-50 raffle. The month's cash flow operation, man. Anyway.
Oh, we deposited in the wrong account. We have this account.
See, the way our accounts work, it takes 2 to 3 days for our money to move.
Some lackey who does the deposits put it in the wrong account. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Kyle's right. I didn't want to oversell it. I try not to oversell. The Knoxville Nationals 50-50 raffle can get up to like $30,000.
Really?
Dude, I think we've talked about this. Have you been
I've
down
been to the Nationals once in my life.
Okay.
Once in my life.
If you're an Iowan, it's something you have to experience, and I mean it. It is concentrated. It's the only word I can put on. Like, you feel it. You feel it. The whole town of Knoxville is.
And when you say feel it, if you go to one thing I remember, I felt
rumbles
it here.
you. I don't just mean the racing. I do mean the racing. The rumble. You can't talk. You're gonna watch jet engines race around an oval. If they didn't have the wings on them, they'd try to take off into orbit. That's so much fun. The dirt, the smell, the rumble.
You have to shower when you get home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you could be in the top row. And you're like, I got hit by dirt from that far away. So a big thanks to Wade at the Iowa Fireworks Farm, for presenting the Freedom Feast and for doing a $50 gift certificate each week with the patriotic photos. Thanks to everybody who submitted photos. We tried to do the social media thing. It's weird. It's like if we don't follow each other, it's weird. Photos don't come to me on social media. That's why the email ended up working the best. We'll try to improve that. But also thank you to Ace Hardware and Johnson and Ankeny. Make sure if you need any hardware or anything like that, go to the Ace Hardware and Johnson and Ankeny. They're great guys.
We're always talking about local stuff.
Yeah,
I mean a lot of our advertisers rather are locally owned and operated operations. And Ace Hardware is one of those. They're franchises. And Chris has the Ankeny and Johnston one, and he's got great stores. He's always got wonderful prices, terrific staff that are very helpful. I need to maybe go see him about the yard. I hate my yard. I hate it. I don't have a yard. I have a hill.
You do have a hill.
And I cut my bushes. Courtney cut my bushes back for me. This last. Shut up.
Shouldn't have been the other way around.
Shut up. Shut up. Like, it was coming out of my mouth. It was like it was here in the brain to mouth transition. It was like in my jaw, and my brain went, "No, don't say it." Anyway. She cut, and now the grass the dirt that was underneath the bushes is now just weeds.
So it looks naked. So your yard looks naked now.
And no, it's just weed. It just looks like weeds. Just looks awful.
Roundup.
No, I'm not. I hate Roundup.
Weed and feed. Kill the weeds. Grow the grass.
Again, go to the experts at Ace and say, hey, here's what. Take a picture of my shitty yard. Can you help me with this?
You went fishing. You were in a fishing tournament last night. This is competitive fishing that Ross was part of last night. So it's sports related because everything comes back to sports on this show. You got that Travis Justice side lip thing going. Did you win the fishing tournament?
Amazing. Wouldn't that be a great story if I'd have been like, check out my trophy? Wouldn't that have been great?
There can be great stories whether you win or lose.
Can there be great stories if you don't compete?
You didn't compete?
Fishing tournament's supposed to launch at 5:30. Okay? We're supposed to be no. God, no. Dude, yesterday, Travis, I felt like a kid. I have not been that excited about something in a long time. I was jacked. I came home yesterday, and I golfed yesterday morning with my buddies. Oh, I should say I did win something yesterday. That's a great point. Thank you, John. I went golfing yesterday morning. Remember, I was starting my morning with a golf tournament out at Toad Valley.
The Walmart thing.
The Ankeny Walmart put on a thing for the Children's Miracle Network. They raised and didn't have a lot of people or a lot of publicity. Raised like $20,000 or something like that. Amazing, amazing day. Cool. Very cool day. I played with my buddies John, BJ, and Kevin, all very good golfers. John is killing the ball right now. Fick is playing amazing. We shot a 58 and tied for first.
That a boy. How many flights? One flight, two flights, three
just
flights?
One flight. Just one flight. Yeah.
Okay.
Tying for first, though, we lost the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker was they went by handicap, and the team we tied with had birdied the toughest hole, and we had parred the toughest hole. So we finished tied for first, second place in the golf tournament.
So did you get like a gift card to Toad Valley in the pro shop?
Gift card to Walmart and some balls and things like that. Some swag, and the swag bags that we had some cool stuff in it as well. But I really was, man, like on cloud 9 about this fishing tournament. Okay, I came home. I spent most of the day yesterday that I wasn't doing real estate. I was tying stuff, getting my tackle boxes ready. Like, I wanted to take as concise. We were going bass fishing, so I just got all my bass stuff already. I probably spent an hour and a half just retying all of my stuff, getting everything ready. Going to pick up flag. We hit quick start to get some waters because it's 140 degrees. We call his dad, and we're at quick start to make sure, Evie, do you want anything? Because Evie's going to be at the boat dock. And I came out of quick start. Chris was already in my Jeep. And I could see the look on Chris's face. I'm like, this isn't good. Travis, some guy pulled up to the boat dock at Easter Lake to compete in the fishing tournament. He backs his boat down into the water. He gets out of his truck. Old pickup. Looked like a 90s F-150. Something pops, and the truck rolls into the lake.
Sorry, I shouldn't.
I know. I say, hey, same. Okay, it's okay.
I shouldn't laugh.
Safe space.
Okay.
Safe space. Because I had the same reaction. You hear that, you're like, because Evie tells Chris, the only thing that's visible is the hood of the truck. So now you've got to get the cops out there, the DNR. I mean, because now the gas is leaking into the lake, the engine gunk, the oil is pouring out of the engine.
Oh. So there was no fishing tournament, period.
So there was no fishing tournament. They wouldn't let any other boats launch because of you can't run boats through that water. They've got to have basically
spread it all out.
Yeah, you got to have a hazmat cleanup now. The reason why it's so sad, not for me, because we still went fishing last night. Chris and I still went fishing.
Hold on real quick.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's that story, because when you said you spent like an hour and a half getting ready and doing all this, I'm like, oh, this is Ross in Little League. Putting on his uniform 2 hours beforehand. He's got the really cool bat bag. You're going to Quick Trip to get your Gatorade, and you go sit in the dugout and you don't start. You're like, when am I getting in? When am I getting in? And the coach never puts you in, and you have to walk home going, I didn't get a play. So that your story makes me feel better, because I had it envisioned. Did I just bring back bad memories for you?
It's amazing how accurate that was. It's amazing how accurate that was. That, like, I don't know if I've ever felt as seen as I do.
I see you. I see you.
How did you do that? It wasn't Little League. It wasn't Little League. You just described like my entire sophomore season of baseball. That's what you just described.
And every game you did the same thing. Today's the day. Got my stirrups on. Should I go with the high leg today or the low leg? Should they see an inch of my stirrups, or should they see the entire sock? Mom, how do I look? Can we stop and get a Gatorade?
My mom and dad knew. My mom and dad were like,
why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, no, my mom and dad told me. I grew up in a very real house. Trust me, yeah. And a brother that was quick to remind you, kept you grounded. That was incredible. That's a nice job. Nice job out of you. Yeah,
Thank you.
I've tried to tell people before. Travis has a sixth sense for people.
I really do.
It's wild.
Oh man,
Tommy Rickles says somehow the coach's jersey got dirtier than Ross's.
Every game, the coach would walk up and say, "Here's a book. You just follow along.
Here's the scorebook."
That's what I meant.
That's exactly.
Here's the book. See the little squares down there? The 3 are for balls. You got 2 for strikes. And if they get a third strike, you put a big K in the middle.
We should have like Rob Luther, because Luther was my sophomore. He was the assistant coach of my sophomore baseball team. Or Brian Carrico. Those are names that a lot of people in our listening audience would be familiar with. Carrico was, I grew up with Brian, but he was our head baseball coach our sophomore year. I was the epitome of, like, at the team banquet, every year they were like, and man, if we could give away an award for toughest guy pound for pound, if we could give away an award for heart and effort, they'd start saying words like that, and I'd just stand up. I'd be like, they're talking about me, boys.
Hey, I got good news for you. Flag says we've already paid up and in for next Wednesday, and we're catching an 8-pounder.
Yeah, so that's the deal. The tournament fishing didn't get canceled; it just got postponed, and postponed to next Wednesday. So, back at
Flag. If you could do me a favor, is when Ross gets on the boat, just say, "Hey, we're going to cast first, and we'll bring you in," and then never bring him in. Just never bring him in.
We'll let you know if you make it to the varsity boat.
Yeah, we got 2 boats. That's the sophomore boat over there.
You got JV boat, and you got varsity boat.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry on a Thursday morning.
I loved it. Those are happy tears. I promise.
So you did go fishing. Did you catch anything last night then?
I didn't catch anything. No.
Wow.
No, my buddy Scott foul hooked a bluegill. Was the only fish I saw last night. This is a good bluegill, though. It's not a beautiful night. It was awesome. It was gorgeous. And I watched the soccer game for a little bit on my phone. I had it. I stepped back and
I was running people here. Owen and Lizzie went to San Diego yesterday, and then Mary had one of her friends fly in from California, so they picked her up at 10:30 last night. So I've got people upstairs, and then we'll head to Muscatine after the show tomorrow. I'll spend the 4th of July in Muscatine. I get to see my granddaughter this weekend.
Nice. So I saw pictures over this weekend on Facebook.
I'm pumped up about seeing my granddaughter.
I have some clients that are headed out to San Diego, and they were, it was kind of one of those stereotypical conversations. It was funny because I'm like, oh man, that's awesome. What are you guys going to do in San Diego? And the guy's like, I have no idea. You have to ask her. And the wife said, we're going to do, this and that. We're going to drive over to Coronado Island. I said, oh, my buddy Travis, his son's girlfriend is from Coronado. And she was like, oh. I said, yeah. Yeah. She's like, well, is military or are they? I said, I don't know, but I know they live there.
Not military.
Not military. Okay, because she said there's only two types of people that live there, military and other types.
Not military.
Good for her.
Well, her dad was in the military, but
made his money doing other things.
Mom.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll stop asking questions. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I know when to. I'm an East Sider. I know when when the hood pops. Sometimes you just keep walking.
Oh man! See, the Cubs scored 23 runs yesterday.
Put it on. How about
23 runs. You had 17 hits and 42 at bats. Swanson had 3 home runs, 8 RBI. It's not the most runs they've scored in the modern era. The Cubs actually scored 26 in 1995. I believe 1901 and 1922. The most they've ever scored is, I know, do we need to redefine the modern era? Because the modern era is defined as 1900 going back to 1900.
Crazy. That's crazy.
To me, the modern era should be like 1945.
I don't know. I'm trying to decide when I think it should be, but I feel like the 40s, like post World War II.
Yes.
Or, man, I don't know. Maybe it's even later than that, Travis. Couldn't you make a case that baseball stats had a major change sometime in our lifetime? Things changed. I bet we could come up with a different one. I'm with you. You say they did that 3 times and then you said 95. I thought you were going to go up. I thought you were going to go 95,
no,
99.
I'm going down.
And you go back to 1901. Down. You have to go back to Hack Wilson. In fact, those are previous to Hack Wilson. That is Tinkers to Evers to change. What was the second year you said?
They scored 26 in 1901, 1922, and 1995.
Okay, so 1922 would have been Hack Wilson, right?
I have no idea.
I tell you what, that 1995 Cubs team, that's a fun team to.
Andre Dawson would have been on that team, right?
You'd have had. So 95.
Or was Dawson done by then?
No, Dawson was. No, 95, Dawson was done. So I wonder who the catcher is in 95. Is it Joe Girardi or Damon Berryhill? Grace is at first. Sandberg's at second. Dunstan's your shortstop. 1995 third baseman for the Chicago Cubs, Steve Buechele.
Hold on.
Okay. Around the outfield in 95.
So you had Terry Adams, Willie Banks, Jim Bollinger, Larry Cassian, Frank Castillo, Tom Edens, Kevin Foster.
Don't know any of these guys. What are you reading?
I have no idea. Turk Wendell. Oh, these must be the pitchers, right?
Okay, yeah,
Those are pitchers.
Okay. Turk Wendell
was on that team. Catchers were Mike Hubbard, Joe Kamak, Mark Parent, Todd Pratt, Scott Service, and Rick Wilkins.
Scott Service and Rick Wilkins. Okay. They would have been.
Infielders, Steve Buechele, Sean Dunston.
Yeah, got that. So I
Matt
had the
Franco,
infield right.
Mark Grace, Todd Haney, Jose Hernandez, Howard Johnson, Ray Sanchez, and Todd Zeal. Outfielders, Scott Buffett, Luis Gonzalez, Brian McRae, Carl Tuffy Rhodes.
Yeah. Tuffy.
Kevin Roberson, Sammy Sosa, and Ozzie Timmons. So that was the roster who was all on the roster throughout the year.
Would 95 have been the year that Tuffy Rhodes started the season with 3 home runs on opening day? He was on pace for like 470 home runs or something like that.
Let me check for you.
He hit the game-winning home run for the I-Cubs. The I-Cubs played in like the AAA World Series, whatever that. It had a name. The I-Cubs played in the AAA World Series and won it in a walk-off home run at then Sec Taylor Stadium or Principal Park.
By the way, it was April 4th, 1994, the Tuffy Rhodes.
Okay. So 93, they end the season. I-Cubs win the AAA World Series with a walk-off from Carl Tuffy Rhodes. And then he gets the call up and he goes and he hits 3 bombs on opening day against the Mets in 94. 1995.
Well, while we're talking Chicago sports, the White Sox are doing pretty well. And I know a guy who wants to talk about the White Sox because he can't talk about them right now, but he can on this show. Sean Roberts and the Sean Roberts Pop Quiz. Just kidding, Sean. He's already like, God dang it, I've separated myself from you two bozos.
I always forget to look down at the thing here, and now I see him. There's my buddy. There's his face.
Sean Roberts joining us next on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job-ionaire. A front row tickets to every show-yonaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie-yonaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles-yonaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
Anise.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
There are a lot of reasons to want a self-driving mower from Iowa Mobotics.
Being automated gives me more time to do my hobbies.
I travel so much for work that I don't have time to take care of the lawn, but I still care about how it looks.
And I'm just lazy. Gives me time to work in the wood shop instead of spending it on the mower.
It works in my schedule.
And I just really hate doing it.
No matter your reason, with Iowa Mobotics, spend less time mowing, more time living.
A brand new Cadillac Optic is the perfect accoutrement to all your summer adventures. And with 0.9% financing, it's a great deal. We also have up to $2,000 in Conquest cash for qualified non-Cadillac owners towards a lease or purchase of our lineup of EVs. And even if more deals interest you, we have a CT5 Sport fresh out of our service loaner fleet with $7,500 off plus rebates. Stop into our showroom or visit us online at williscadillac.com.
The best bread is made from scratch, freshly baked with locally sourced ingredients and love. At Big Sky Bread, we take great pride in our delicious products. We know you'll enjoy them almost as much as we enjoy baking them. Try our newly rebranded granola. Specially handmade, our amazing granola makes for a delightful treat. You can order online, purchase at local grocery retailers, or find us at the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market every Saturday. We look forward to serving you.
For people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end unless you're just loitering. It's Central City. We can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City. All this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, is back because apparently Travis and Ross have even more to say.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. And Willis Automotive is hiring sales and leasing consultants across all their brands. At Willis, you have a unique opportunity to cross-sell across a wide lineup. And if you're looking to grow your career and work with multiple brands, this is your chance. Start your new career at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushladio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, leave your comments in the comment section, join that community. It's a fun community. You can always call the show at 515-517-2303, and of course, follow us on our social media channels. A lot has happened over the last week. Getting a lot of stuff because people know Sean's coming up. They want Sean's donut fail. They want Sean's morning dump. They want Sean's pop quiz. And it's funny. That's what we're talking about with connection and creating a community, and that's what's great about what we do, right? And I know he wants to talk about the White Sox because they're in first place, and now he's just in his basement with a really cool setup in the back.
Yeah,
is that your Grandview jersey?
Good morning, boys. Yeah, that's the jersey that was gifted to me a couple years ago. So
that's pretty cool.
Are you in the Grandview Hall of Fame?
No. What, for having like a career 6 ERA? Like,
no, for what you've done for the university. No. I think that's a legit. I didn't think you'd be in the Athletic Hall of Fame. Their Athletic Hall of Fame. You look at the people that are in the Grandview. If you haven't ever done it and you go into the SISM Arena, they have like a digital Hall of Fame there, and you can go. Some of the accomplishments there are insane, like crazy insane. They've had some great athletes. So, yeah, not for your athletic accomplishments, Sean. Jesus. No.
See, they have the digital display. It should be like to start with a video. Hi, I'm Sean Roberts. I'm a former Grandview athlete. I'm not a Hall of Famer, but I'm going to tell you about the Hall of Famers.
Yeah. I gave up 19 unearned runs against the University of Iowa one time.
Here's the thing, Ross. Okay, someone actually went back and found that box score and sent it to me and Lucas. And what was funny is I took the high road, right? I go, that's 6 unearned runs, though. So technically, I only gave up 1 earned run, but 6 unearned. So it was all my fault, but you know.
It was all my fault.
It was. I threw a ball down the left field line, and it
snowballed.
From that.
Here's how, right? You get the start against Iowa.
Yeah.
He gets the first 2 outs. He's rolling.
I was feeling good.
The cockiness is coming out.
Yeah. No. It's different when you're at that time going. And now Iowa baseball at that time was not what Iowa baseball.
Right. Still D1 program.
It was their home opener. Like this, I'm pitching against the Big Ten team's home opener. Like this is like a highlight moment of my life, and I'll never forget. As I'm warming up in the bullpen, my pitching coach comes up to me and goes, "By the way," because this was one of our last games before we get into conference play. This is going to probably make or break whether you're in the weekend rotation or the weekday rotation for when we get now into conference play. I'm like, "That's awesome, thanks, great." This start is the one.
Well, see, now so that confuses me. I would have thought that you were the fact that you were starting against Iowa, I thought indicated that you were kind of like the ace.
No. Was not the ace that year. No, not
that
the ace.
year.
He says that year. I like
that
it.
year.
At my JUCO, I was the ace.
That was DeVry, right?
No, College DuPage. Come on, Trev. There are some that probably think it's DeVry's real, but no, College DuPage.
How you been, buddy? I tell you what, and we have to be limited on what we can talk about with Sean because
don't ruin this for me.
Yeah, we have to be very limited just to let everybody know. Unfortunately, because it could cost him, so we're not going to.
They're still within the window. They're still within the window to call and ask him to come back. Is that what you're saying?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I got my paperwork yesterday, and there's some things I can and cannot do, and
what can you not do?
What
talk.
A lot of people want me to do.
But I will say this in all seriousness. When I talked to you the day it happened, and you had a positive outlook. You really did. I was like, damn, you're a lot more positive than I would be in a situation like that, and I commend you for that, Sean, because not many people would have a positive outlook like you did the day I talked to you. And I think Ross talked to you too.
Yeah, and it's kind of like what I've been telling you guys. Like I went in 2020 opened up my eyes to a lot, man. And I've been listening to you guys and you before 2020, this thing was rolling. I mean, it was the cool. Ross, I always remember you telling me like we were the cool kids.
It was so much fun, dude.
Yeah, that was the first time ever for Ross. He loved it.
Yeah, right. I knew it. I was finally at the cool kid table. I was looking around like,
hey, he wore his uniform and actually got in the game.
I was trying to keep the door open for other people. Hey, come in, quick. They're letting people in.
Right? It was a different life for you, man.
Yeah.
But no, I always remember you telling me, like, this is the cool kids club. Everyone advertisers, like everyone wanted to be a part of what we were doing at that time. And, I was a small part of it. You guys were Trav, you were hosting the show with Heather, and Ross, you were in the afternoon with Chris. And it was such a fun time. And then, 2020 opened my eyes to it don't matter how good this thing's going. I mean, I remember we were reaching goals like 2 months into the year.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane. But that opened my eyes to, okay, no matter how good things are, no matter how great things get, this is more than likely 99.9%. This is going to be the outcome at some point. Now we got brought back, and I had the mentality of like, I'm going to leave no doubt in what I'm doing and knowing that this is going to happen someday. And when it does, to be honest with you, and I told both of you this, and I've told anyone that's asked, I feel relieved. Because I poured my heart and soul into that place, and to know that no matter what, this was going to be the outcome, and you had like this dark storm cloud always hovering above you. I don't have that anymore.
You have this crazy optimism of like, but it won't, but we're doing good.
Yeah.
But we're doing well, and we're hitting all the goals. Everything they tell me success means, we're reaching that, and I don't make any money.
Yeah.
So they can't fire me. There's no way.
No, and we said this yesterday. Nobody does this for the money. If you're in it for the money, you're going to get out.
You're not
fairly
in it
quickly.
Yeah, right. You go into sales. If you're in it for the money, you join the sales team.
Right. Yeah. No, you're not in it. You're not in it for the money. And I mean, I was making $7.25 an hour when we were laid off in 2020, and the reason I'm okay saying that is because
was minimum wage $7.25 in 2020?
Yeah. No, it was more. I think they got away somehow with paying less than minimum wage.
So the reason that like I'm okay saying that is because it's national. Like it was in Rolling Stone. Andy put it in Rolling Stone magazine when we got all let go. And I remember my grandmother calling me at the time, going, "You're making $7.25 an hour and you put in all that work?" And I was like, "Yeah, how do you know?" She goes, "I saw it on Rolling Stone." I'm like, "That's awesome." Embarrassing.
but Sean, that's a fact of it.
Yeah. No,
and why do they pay you so little? Because there's 1,000 guys in my community who would love to do what I'm doing.
Right. And they know it.
Yeah. That was the thing, man. This was that Bob Quinn line. He said my alarm would go off at 5 a.m. And there was a half second where my brain would go, "What's wrong? Why did I set my alarm for 5 a.m.?" And then after that half second, my other brain would go, "They're going to let you on the radio. Get your ass out of bed and they're going to let you turn on the microphone and talk to people, dummy. Go."
See, and early on in my career, I missed that alarm clock.
I know.
Yes, you did.
A
lot.
I covered a lot. I covered your ass a lot.
We had to send 5-0 to your apartment to do a well check.
Heather brought a fucking cape to the studio so that I could wear it all the times that I would. Sean, it was like notorious. 5:50, I'd get a panicked phone call from Heather. "Sean's not here. He didn't wake up. He's going to be late. What do I do?"
"Run the board."
"Wait 7 minutes. I'll be there and get it going."
Just the worst, man. You know,
Yeah.
Funny, you start going through like the last week. I've been going through a lot of like the memories and fun times we had, because like we all know like the dark side of everything, and that's what I don't want to get into, because
That's fine, and we don't have to. We did yesterday with Trent, so you're covered.
I know. But man, I was thinking about like Ross. I remember when I was still on Kiss FM, and I wanted to come over with you guys, and we went into the studio at like 7:00 at night. This is back when we had sports updates, and you're like, "Dude, okay, I'm gonna teach you how to do a sports update, right?" And we spent like an hour and a half running through quick 1 minute or 30-second sports updates and what that looks like. And I'm reading Andy Dalton and the Bengals.
Andy Dalton, that's it.
Yes. We're talking about Andy Dalton and the Bengals. And I remember setting that off, and I believe it was Greg Chance at the time was like, "Yeah, I don't know if it's any good, but whatever. You want to go over there? Just go." Okay, cool. And God, I remember the one that always will stand out to me when it was the three of us for that short time in the morning was Tommy Whopper. Like that. That was one of my all-time most embarrassing moments, but like that's when I realized like this was so much fun. I mean, we probably had dead air for 5 minutes.
No, there's not dead air. It was us laughing where we couldn't speak, but you could hear us laugh.
And I was so like, and that was all real. And I'm embarrassed, and because I didn't know, like I didn't grow up here. So you guys, and you guys learned this early on with me. We could tell this kid anything, and he's gonna believe it.
Yeah. We did.
And we did take advantage of it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I don't think we ever made it mean. Does that make sense? I don't think we ever made it mean. You could take it off as, but I think we had fun with you because we liked the vulnerability of it, right? It was like, oh, you're vulnerable enough to do this. There's plenty of people who fake it and then really don't know what the hell they're doing. I don't think at least that's what I'm telling myself. It would never came off as mean.
Sean,
I know Ross's dad thought I was a total dick, but that's...
Oh, my dad hated Travis and specifically for the way he treated Sean.
Oh, man, I remember we were at the Iowa Wild. Remember we did that wild outing?
I thought my dad was going to punch Travis.
And I remember your dad coming up to me, Ross, going, "That bald asshole over there, I'm going to punch him in the face."
I thought he was going to. When I introduced, you guys were standing together, and I walked up with my dad, and I introduced my dad to both of you. And my dad almost totally ignored Travis, and he shook Sean's hand, and he shook your hand, Sean, and he said, "Sean, if I were you, I'd punch this guy right in the face." Now, years later, my dad did sit down with lunch at Travis and look him in the eye and say, "Travis, I was wrong about you."
that's most of a lot of people's, once they meet them, that's most people's response. Some,
most.
Some, not most, some.
There you go.
Some.
Yeah, but you know why your dad did it? Because it was the day after you got canned, and my plea to Ross Peterson and the
that's
Ross
true.
Peterson.
That was, it was after that. It was
he's
after
a nice
that.
guy.
Yeah, he likes my kid.
Controversial comments.
Oh, wait, Austin says he always thought I was the mean one to Sean. What?
No.
Dude, no, I can see where they think this because Ross is the sneaky little bitch. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
See, you know what I'm saying. I'm just out there. Ross is like one of these kids, sits in the back, comes and punches you in the side, runs back. Wasn't me.
But
I'm
Trav, Ross is like, and we used to joke about this. Like Ross would be, Sean, you're the best, man. Love you. Like you're
create
the
a safe space.
We're having so much fun this morning. I like when Ross would fill in when Heather was gone. He's like, I just get to wake up and hang out with my guys and this and that. And then we'd come back on the air and be like, he would start digging. He would start digging. But then he'd be like, Sean, love you, man. Like you're the best.
Create a safe space.
Yeah.
Welcome the person in, and as they come to you, jujitsu, I flip you.
Exactly. So.
Do you have a little bump hat too?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, a couple of beers.
And
a little bump.
And then a little bump.
Little bump.
If a couple of beers aren't working out for you, try a little bump.
Here's a little bump.
Yeah, that's a great skit.
You had something planned at Principal Park for your bench mob guys, and I saw and I thought, you know what, he's coming on. I think you should promote this. So because it is a community, you're going to have a little bench mob get together down at the iCubs, right?
Yeah, we had a whole night planned. Originally, it was going to be for our show Off the Bench. We were going to have our listeners, and it was like nothing, no promo codes or anything like that. Our listeners have wanted to do, and you guys know that, like they wanted to do like a big meetup. And I was like, I don't want to do that. No, like we're gonna have 10 people show up. I don't want to I finally accepted it, and I was like, all right, you know what, let's do this. But I was like, Louis and I are throwing out the first pitch. It's the only way I'm doing this whole thing. I want to go to the mound. I want to throw out the first pitch.
Have you ever thrown out a first pitch at the iCubs?
Not at the iCubs. King County Cougars 10-year-old birthday party. There was some gambling that happened with my own father, who bet against me that I wasn't going to throw a strike. It was a whole thing. But anyway, so we were going to throw out the first pitch. It was going to be a whole thing, and then everything happened last week. And Lucas and I were talking yesterday, and we're like, do we go through with this? Because people are asking.
Yeah.
All right, let's go through with it. So next Tuesday, July 7th, we're gonna do. It was gonna be a bench mob night. We're gonna turn it into kind of a listener appreciation outing. We want to come out, just buy a GA ticket. We'll figure out where we're all gonna meet up. But buy a GA ticket, and
you still gonna throw out the first pitch?
I believe Lucas and I are still gonna throw out the first.
Nice. Okay, that's cool. Hey, and I'll tell you this: do it up on the mezzanine.
The like hangout session.
Yeah, the little mezzanine thing. It's the GA tickets can get up there easily. It's handicap accessible. It's big and open. You guys can hang out there and chat with people. That's the place to do that. Is that mezzanine place, like under the press box? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So next Tuesday, buy a GA ticket, come hang out, have some beers if you want.
Have a couple of beers.
Yeah,
and then a little bump, and then a little bump.
Let's slow down on this, okay?
If you want to do, a
somebody go up to because somebody in your bench mob, just walk up to Sean and go, want a little bump?
Don't do that.
Want a little bump?
I've never done the little bump. I've stayed away from.
Well, it's first time for everything.
Not at 36 with a kid. Well, maybe.
I heard it's making a comeback. I don't know. I've just heard
it went away.
Yeah, I was like,
I think it's more affordable now, but you got to watch out for the fentanyl.
It's more affordable.
From what I hear, I don't know.
I don't know, man. In this economy, things are skyrocketing.
That's true. That's very, very true. Very true. So that's cool. So Tuesday, July 7th.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Sean, I looked this up just for because I needed to know when it was. The story that you were talking about earlier that we went in and worked on your update with was Andy Dalton had. Oh,
hold on real quick. We have a job offer for you. Corey says, "How do you feel about catching squirrels with your bare hands?" He is hiring. So Corey at Bats and Bugs, who does phenomenal work, advertises on the show.
Sean,
he needs help.
Dude, I want you to think of the brand and the viral sensation that it would be if you were there trying to catch squirrel. Not trying, because you'd get it done. You're the natural born athlete.
No, I don't have the agility to get a squirrel.
You've lost a step.
Yeah, but you could be like Rocky trying to catch the chicken.
Yeah, I think with enough practice, dude, we put you in enough phone booths with enough squirrels, you're going to start catching a few, okay?
I mean, I got a little country in me now. So
see,
I'm going down to the farm this weekend.
It could be.
It's funny because when you popped up on the screen with your NWO shirt and your chain, I thought he's got some country in him.
It's always so funny.
See what I mean? Right there. Right there is what I'm talking about.
This is what happens. Like when I go down to my father-in-law's, we go down to the farm and we're like fishing and all that. Like I don't change like my look or anything like that. So I am way out of place. Like when we do like the bird shoot and all that, I'm way out of my element, but I'm there.
You think?
And I'm trying.
I think this could be great. You start bringing your phone. Corey hires you. You're paid on a per catch basis. And then you do.
Listen. The money doesn't come from the squirrels. The money comes from the clicks.
Exactly.
You guys, you're not seeing the big picture here.
No, this is exactly what I see.
You even when you fail at catching the squirrel, you succeed at content.
Yeah, but it's me looking like a jackass again.
The new Sean Tries. Did we do Sean Tries?
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, because Sean did the Barnstormers thing.
Yeah,
he did the goalie thing.
Goalie, yeah.
You know, I still talk to Derek Lalone.
Do you? Because he's what, in Toronto now?
In Toronto, and I reached out to him during the NHL playoffs, and he was like, "Dude, I would love to come on with you. Can't Maple Leafs have a strict no media policy?"
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because everyone's like, "Oh, get Lalone. We want to hear from him." But
Army comes on our show. We still have Army on just because all we have to do is ask a question, and he goes for 30 minutes.
Corey, hey, and I'm not listen. Corey does say he'll pay you more than $725. So
now that was 6 years ago.
Okay, things have changed.
He'll pay you more now.
Not
He'll probably pay you more than $10.25. Just saying.
Okay, there you go.
But based on the number of catches you get, you could get a commission. I'm just assuming here.
About the clicks.
It is about the clicks.
You're going to get views, YouTube channel, Sean's squirrel page, something like that.
So bad.
I'm an idea man. Okay. I'm a good idea factory on Way to Go Street.
I used to say Trav's an idea man. He thrives off enthusiasm.
I do.
He's a big idea guy, but then everyone else has to do it.
So you are getting job offers. Alan says you can come lay floors with him.
Yep.
Ryan says concrete is always hiring. Don't be a concrete truck driver.
You know what? Like what I've learned the last week is I could work in a lot of fields. People think that I can work in a lot of fields.
They think.
Yeah, like they're like, hey, you want to do this? You want to do that? You want to do that? And like it also, I guess. I do, while I'm on here, I do want to thank everybody because the last week has been like I'm blown away by the support and the amount of people that have reached out, not only from the sports community, but like all our listeners and everything. I mean, it's been at one point, like Kaylee was like, you got to turn your phone off. Like it just doesn't stop buzzing or it doesn't stop going off. And it's been absolutely incredible. So thank you if you're one of the people that have reached out to me. I'm very thankful for that, and it goes a long way. So, and a lot of job offers have happened. So, I'm appreciative of that as well.
By the way, our good friend Glenn
another
Cook
one.
from Hard Truth says start building fishing rods. Speaking of that, Glenn, I'm not asking you to give Ross a rod, but let him use a loaner for his Canadian trip. And he's going bass, he's in a bass tournament on Tuesday.
Next Wednesday, I'm in a bass tournament.
Wednesday.
You know, here's what I should talk to Glenn about. Seriously, though. And by the way, speaking of Ballards, and I'm sorry to just totally veer, I do want to get to Glenn because I think it would be fun if I took one of Glenn's walleye rods up there and showed it to the guys because they buy in. They're going to be buying 20 rods here in the next couple of years. Sean, do you know what's going to happen is Lucas going to be able to go on his Ballards trip?
I think he's still going.
Okay, good. All right.
I think he's
keep me in the loop on that, okay? Because if not, I will figure something out because I want him to.
I believe he's still going.
Okay, cool.
They worked that out. I'd have to confirm with him, but yeah, he's looking forward to it, man. Like Ross, you're doing a bass tournament coming up.
Yeah, next Wednesday. I was supposed to be in one last night, but incidents going on.
In the family fishing tournament this past spring, I came in second place.
Not bad for a fishing tournament with two people. That's pretty good.
First of all,
see, who's the mean one? Who's the mean one?
No, there was like 10 of us. Okay, there was like 10 of us. Okay?
I know the 10-year-olds are easy to beat up on, right?
I caught like two 15-inch bass, and like how this
largemouth or smallmouth?
I don't. The bass. Take it off the hook and I hold it.
They were largemouth, just so you know.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Or was it a sea bass?
I don't know what that is, Trav. I don't.
It's all right.
I'm not the mean one though.
Was it right. What
Nope.
I do have to ask, who won? Because Travis is making fun of you, like, oh, you can beat up on the 10-year-olds. I want to be clear that because it could have been a 10-year-old that won the thing.
My father-in-law's best friend won.
Okay,
He
all right.
he beat me by like an inch and a half because like,
you judge by length.
Yeah, you take your top 3 that you catch, and you measure it out.
Okay, I'm sorry. The chat's having so much fun.
Why?
It's a lake animal. People remember. Sean, I really didn't have you on to set you up for this, but come on. This brings back good memories, doesn't it? This was your rise to your brand.
Austin's trying. It's pronounced bass, Ross. That's what that would have been again. It's a largemouth bass.
I just can't escape it.
You're like, I got up for this shit. I got up for this.
I'm leaving for Kansas in an hour and a half. I got a pack still. I'm on daddy daycare duty right now, man.
Attaboy. Hey, you know what? That's a paying gig. Meaning, since you don't have to pay for daycare, you got yourself a paying gig. Just saying.
What, you're going down to Kansas just to do some fishing and hanging out down there?
Yeah, we're going to shoot off some fireworks and.
Oh, nice.
Stop at the Iowa Fireworks Farm on your way down.
God bless America.
That's right.
America.
Going
down there for 5-6 days or whatever. Coming back Monday.
All right. Well, Sean, it's always good to catch up. If you want to hop on anytime, if you want to get something off your chest, what about the White Sox who are in first place?
Baseball team.
Yeah.
I thought,
Sean, people are asking what to expect. Did your paperwork yesterday give you any sort of time frame on? When I got mine, it didn't have anything like it. I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't give a shit what they.
My paperwork. I can pretty much do whatever I want. I just can't be mean.
Huh.
So
we can.
That's the way I took it, at least. So, and frankly, if I'm wrong, whatever. But I don't want to.
Dude, Sean, it's not in your nature.
Jeopardize that for you.
Yeah, and it's just, yeah. The time will come. You can share all your thoughts. And by the way, let them fester a little bit so you can work on them and figure out exactly how you feel. Because right now it's.
Yeah, but it's funny too. Like at the same time, like I could sit here and be angry and I mean there are some things that I would love to talk about, but without that without that company, I don't live.
That's true. That's right. Very, very true. That's the best way to look at it, is that iHeart gave you the opportunity to build your brand and to hone your craft, and that's the best way to look at it.
I think, Sean, you had that day that we talked. It was like you have that attitude of be glad don't be sad it's over, be glad it happened. And we were so lucky to be a part of that thing when it was what it was for so long.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
all right, buddy. Have a good 4th of July. Let's catch up next week when you're in town. We'll get on the phone and shoot this shit.
All right, boys.
All right, see you. Sean Roberts joining us on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. If you're in the market for a new home, Gary Presnall is a mortgage banker with Northwest Bank, financing residential homes the past 25 years. He'll get you that loan for that new home. He offers VA, FHA, IFA first-time buyer loans and conventional new construction loans, and all approvals are done locally by Northwest Bank. Gary can get your loan pre-approved in 30 minutes. It can happen after hours, even on the weekend, probably even the 4th of July weekend. Give him a call at 515-975-6767. When we come back, Brian Duax. Yeah, he exists. It's been a couple weeks, but he's joining us on the Rush Radio Show.
I don't want to say, but the deal that he texted us yesterday in case he wasn't coming on.
Dude.
Everybody wants to take advantage of this over the weekend.
Yeah, even if you don't need it, you're going to need it sometime. Now's the time to do it. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Summer savings are on at Willis Chevrolet of Granger. Get a new 2026 Silverado 1500 with 0% financing for up to 60 months. Drive a new 2026 Trax for 2.9% financing for 48 months, or lease for just $309 a month. Need more space? Get a new Equinox with 3.9% financing for 60 months, or lease for only $279. Plus, shop a large inventory of Car Bravo pre-owned vehicles with options to fit every budget. Great savings to start your summer off right at Willis Chevy in Granger, or online at willischevy.com.
So I think what's unique about Urology Center of Iowa is that we are a truly independent, single specialty clinic.
We have a mantra that the patient comes first, the group comes second, and we as individual surgeons come last.
When I meet with a patient for the first time, I want them to feel heard. I never want them to feel like I'm in a rush.
Just watching the change that you can make in a patient's life, it's everything.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
Fresh, wild walleyes. This summer, point your compass north to Ballard's Resort on Lake of the Woods. Ballard's Lake of the Woods long-standing family resort offers a pole-in-hand guided fishing experience along with all-inclusive packages that include lodging and meals. Chase 10-pound trophies with the walleye capital of the world's most established fleet. Your adventure for fresh, wild walleyes awaits at Ballard's Resort. Set the hook at ballardsresort.com.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Hey everybody, Mason Miller, sales manager out here at Mini of Des Moines, and this summer we already have some hot offers. It is convertible season, and right now you can get a Mini Cooper S convertible with rates as low as 2.99 out to 48 months. If you're hoping for more family fun in the sun, you can get an all-new Mini Countryman with rates as low as 0.9 out to 48 months. And current Mini owners, you get up to $2,000, and if you haven't had a Mini yet, you can get up to $1,500 on top of that great rate. For more information on these exciting offers and more, visit your favorite Mini motoring advisor or us online at miniofdesmoines.com.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, returns now with fresh sports takes and at least one unnecessary rant.
You know, sometimes the key to feeling better comes from just being seen for what you need. Urology Center of Iowa has a dedicated men's health wellness center with services from low testosterone to managing the effects of aging. But more than that, UCI is the place to go when you want to be seen like a man, not a patient. You don't want somebody else's treatment. You deserve your scheduled appointment with UCI today in Iowa, URO.com. Welcome back to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. He's been gone a couple weeks, but he's back. He's back. Brian Duax.
Okay, let's go through it. Health, everything is good in the family, right?
Well, let's get into that one right away. So, Thursday morning, 3 weeks ago, I get to work about 4:30. At 5, my wife texts me, "Hey, I'm not feeling good." I pulled a Travis, me being the asshole I am, said, "It's because you went out drinking last night." Like, whatever.
It's your fault.
Stop. You're fine. An hour later, I get a phone call from my son saying the ambulance is taking my wife to the hospital. Oh shit. So I then drop everything, go down to the hospital. She has kidney stones. And one is literally blocking the path for her to urinate.
Oh.
So you can't pass that one. That would like blow the insides up.
Oh, just wait. It gets better. So she takes the ambulance ride, because if you take an ambulance ride, you get right into a room normally, right? Oh no. They put her in the waiting room on a couch. And I get down there, and the whole place knows that she is pissed off, and she is in pain, and she is motherfuckering everybody under the sun.
I love Duax. This is great.
To the point where
to know she's okay, but man, what a fucking disaster.
Oh no, it gets better. So while she's laying on this couch in the emergency room waiting room, she keeps saying she has the urge to urinate. So I keep following her into the restroom, because at this point she can hardly walk. And the last time she's in the restroom, she is in so much pain, she passes out in my arms twice. And when she's not passed out, she is screaming at the top of her lungs, motherfuckering everybody. To the point where a nurse walks...
Did they bring the cops in?
No cops. The nurse walks in and goes, "Is everything okay?" And I go, "Can we get her some help, please? Like, what the fuck are we doing?" So they finally get her up into a room. They drug the shit out of her. She sleeps for like 10 hours.
Okay.
Surgery is now scheduled to remove said stone at like 4 o'clock. Well, that schedule got bumped to 6, and then it got bumped to 7. And at about 6:30, she looks at me and she goes, "I really have to pee." So the nurse hands me a strainer. She goes to the restroom. She's holding the strainer underneath, and she pisses like a fucking fire hose. And she's done. She hands me the pee strainer. That was awesome, by the way. And I look down in there, and sure as shit, there's fucking 2 little specks.
Pebbles?
2 little specks. 2 little, like, 4-millimeter stones. That, because she had to pee so bad, it must have moved it around, and she pissed them both out.
Wow.
We get out of the restroom, and the guy is there to take her to surgery.
Shut up.
And I'm like, no. Hey, nurse. Hey, doc. Is this it? It was.
So you didn't have to do surgery?
Nope.
Good.
So that was.
Did she
that was a
scream when
funny
she passed the stones? Was she
cow.
screaming when she's pissing?
No.
Really?
No. I think
She
was
didn't scream or nothing.
I think she was still a little bit drugged, and she
Only screams with you, right?
She hadn't peed in like 12 hours. It's definitely with me, Trav.
Yeah.
So and then last week, the experience of a lifetime. I couldn't pass up. Could not. It was 2 weeks ago. Me and my wife were at a party watching the first USA game.
So she recovered quickly, just between the two. She recovered.
Yes and no. She's a trooper. She's a trooper, bro.
Dude.
Like I said probably 10 times, we don't have to go. If you're not feeling up to it, we do not have to go. And she was like, no, we're fucking going.
Yeah, she saw.
She's more aggressive than you. Who's the more aggressive one in the family, you or her?
Oh, her. And it's not even close.
Travis,
it's not even close.
Aren't most dudes that we know like Duax, you know what I mean, that are type A, guy's a business owner.
Oh, I'm the more aggressive one in my family.
And but you're not quite I feel like Stepsis and Duax, right? These dudes are really good athletes. The women that they're drawn to are usually the motherfuckers.
Yeah. Oh, you've met her,
Ross, I love her.
Deal, and she was well behaved at the deal. you should have seen her last night.
That was at a gala.
Yeah, that was at a gala. We'll get into the story of last night. So,
okay, all right. So what? Yeah. I'm sorry.
We're at a party watching the first USA game, and one of Tate's friends from Austin, when he was down in Austin, their parents text Kristen, and they're like, "Hey, on a whim, we bought sweet tickets to the USA Turkey game. We don't know very many people that are crazy enough to just fly out to San Diego and hang out with us and go to a USA game, but you were the first name on our list." Oh, okay, let's do that. So we last week flew out Tuesday to San Diego, stayed with this couple, had an amazing trip, went to the USA game in LA. SoFi is unbelievable. That place is unbelievable. We're sitting in the suite, having a grand old time watching the USA game. You know, they subbed all those starters, but it was still the best sporting event I've ever been to, and it's not even close.
What specifically about SoFi made it jump out to you?
The beauty of it, the hospitality of it. I mean, everything we did there was top notch. Everything we did was first class. It was amazing. Absolutely.
Cool experience.
Yeah. Yeah. To the point where we're crazy enough. If America now beats Belgium, the game on July 11th is back in LA. Maybe we make another trip. I don't know yet.
Look at you. Look at you. All right, before we get into the specials and the giveaways, I do have, I don't know if you listened to the show earlier.
I did.
What was that a red card? Was that a red card?
No.
Okay.
No. And you guys have hit it on the head. There was zero intent. His head is following the ball. His head is above or in front of his feet. He's just trying to step. He's just trying to keep his feet on the ground and not fall over.
And Brian can say this because he played college soccer and he's a hell of a soccer coach, and he has two kids that play at a very high level of soccer. So we're going to take your word for it.
Yeah.
Did you hear my thing on offsides? Where?
Yes.
Do you agree with me or disagree with me?
I think VAR is taking away some of the joy of scoring a goal.
Okay.
You know, VAR, I believe, was meant for an egregious offsides, not a toenail. You know,
Which is what it is.
Yeah, those linesmen, ARs, are really good at what they do. And now, if you watch it, they're so delayed because they don't want to make the wrong call that, you know, look at what game was it that Freeman scored? Freeman scores a goal. Ref calls him offsides. Freeman's like, oh, shit, I don't get to celebrate. 3 minutes later, they get to celebrate because it's a goal. Like, that ruins some of the game, in my opinion.
What's the fix? Let the trust the official's eye. I mean, which I quite frankly I'd be okay with. They seem to get it right most of the time.
We did that for a long time. Well, I get technology. We did that for a long time. I don't know why. I do know why we fixed it, but I don't necessarily agree with it in all instances. You know, like yesterday, our 2 goals, they were offsides by Balogun's maybe a little bit more. That was a whole body length, more or less. But Pulisic's, let's be honest, it was.
That's the toenail. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a toenail.
And that's where I'm going. You know, because as it's been explained to a soccer dummy like me, it was always for cherry picking, right? Or that's what they say. And I'm like, and that's what I was trying to tell Ross. When you're in the heat of it, when there's actually action and you have people around the ball, to me, that's the game. But
and let's get even deeper into it. Did you guys watch the Iran?
No.
Somebody. Okay.
No.
there was an Iran and somebody game, and Iran had to win the
The
game.
war? I watched the war. Is that what you're talking about? I want.
No, they had to win, and they scored a goal in like the last minute, and all of social media went batshit crazy because when they did the VAR, they showed the second to last defender, which is always the case. But the second to last defender, 99% of the time, is a defender because the goalie is behind him. In this instance, the goalie came out to punch it. He is further forward than the last two defenders, and all of the world lost their mind because they're like, hey, they didn't put in the other guy. They don't need to put in the other guy. It's the second to last guy. But in 99% of the instances, goalkeeper, defender.
Goalie.
In this instance, it was two defenders. So the Iran guy got called offsides. Like the entire stadium went batshit crazy, and probably the entire country of Iran. And then 2 minutes later, their hearts are broken.
And they didn't make the knockout round. They had to go home.
They didn't make the knockout round because of it.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So what are our specials this week? Are they what you texted us yesterday? Because those are really good.
Hold on. Before we get into that, I have one more geeky soccer question to clarifying from earlier in the conversation.
Okay.
Is it considered like dirty pool or like a cheap tactic for the defenders to rush up?
No, I mean it's a we call it the offsides trap. And I've experienced it. So it was probably 7 or 8 years ago. We were at Centennial and we were playing Southeast Polk in the sub-state final, and we had just beaten Southeast Polk 9-0 like a week earlier. And Southeast Polk comes out and they are playing the offsides trap. Exactly what you explained earlier. I'm getting ready to kick a ball. Every defender we got is running that way to make everybody offsides. And my guys, myself, whoever, whatever, we didn't adjust to it and we ended up losing 1-0.
Wow.
Now, it's not done a ton anymore because if you get caught, you're screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to all be on the same page or you're going to get scored on a lot.
If two offensive players were to break through that offsides trap, can they pass the ball back and forth to each other? Like in hockey, if there's a 2-on-none break, the guys get to pass back and forth to confuse the goalie.
Yep.
Can they do that in soccer as long as the pass is backwards, or how does that work? Okay.
Exactly right. Exactly right. You can't be offsides if the ball comes back to you.
Boy, you'd have to be able to have. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So now on to the specials.
Now on to the fun. Yes, the specials are the same as I texted you boys yesterday. So with the 4th of July, what do? You grill out, you drink, and you blow shit up. Well, I can help with the first two. I can't help with the third one.
We got Wade. We got Wade down at the Iowa Fireworks Farm. Yeah, we're good.
Wade can help you with that one. But the grilling part, we're going to go with propane exchange. Normal price, $16.99.
I've told
with
people
an exchange,
forever.
Of course.
I've told people forever it's the cheapest price in Des Moines. Like the propane price at $16.99 is ridiculous.
Well, we're going to try and sell all 72 tanks we got out there this weekend. $13.99 Rush Radio exchange.
$13.90. That's probably at cost.
Not quite, but close.
I thought it was even lower.
Because I don't do the cylinder exchange anymore. I just go have my propane filled up, and it's usually $11-12. So I mean, I get it. I mean that's how cheap that cylinder exchange is.
Yes.
Wow.
So let's sell all 72 tanks. Let's get the cowbell ringing nonstop between now and Sunday. Let's get everybody ready to go with some meats and some booze and some blowing shit up.
You got one more special?
I do. And I didn't want to pigeonhole. Me and the Todd father yesterday were talking, and Todd threw out some things, and I go, you know what? I just want everybody to have the option to get something this weekend. Everybody. So we're going 7% off anything. There are a couple exceptions. Lottery. Can't use lottery. Cigarettes. Can't do cigarettes because those would both be illegal. And then anything that's already at a dirt disgusting price, we can't give you more off than that. But if you want a Cosmo mini shooter, get 7% off. You want a red, white, and berry mini shooter, 7% off. You want a 24-pack of pop? 7% off. You want a 24-pack of beer? We talked about doing beer, but there's no way we can compete with the grocery stores this weekend. Every grocery store this weekend, they'll lose $3 to sell a
get your
case of beer
business
this weekend.
Okay. I like how honest you are about that, Brian. That's awesome. You can't compete with it, so
so I'm not going to.
Don't have the ponies to run the race.
Well, I mean, we can run the race, but for what reason? Like, my guess is Budweiser, National Budweiser, is probably writing a check back to Hy-Vee corporate with very little paper trail, and they're really not losing money. Well, I'm not that big where I can go, hey, Budweiser, I'm going to sell 1 million cases this weekend, and I'm going to lose $2 on each one. I need you to cover that. And everything I just said is illegal as fuck, but if you don't think they're doing it, you're out of your mind.
The honesty.
That's all right, Brian.
The
we
honesty.
live in a world full of accountability and justice. So I'm sure it's some
Yeah, sure. Find somebody who cares. I've preached to the high heaven of the illegal shit that happens, and nobody gives a shit.
I have been in one of my favorite conversations I was able to eavesdrop on, Brian, was between you and your dad in my old office up at the radio station about the 3-tier system in Iowa and how that works. Fascinating, insightful. You guys argued about it, and it was I learned so much in that 6 or 7 minutes. And again, I have the type of relationship with my dad that you have with yours, so I could appreciate that kind of, back and forth.
We talk about it all the time, and this is his baby. This store is his baby, and he is super passionate about it. Me and him have the same philosophy, but different approaches. He is, I'm going to motherfuck every single person that wrongs me until they listen and cave.
Brian's just going to let his wife do it.
Well, I will definitely do that. But I think you catch a little bit more flies with honey than you do vinegar. So I'm the guy who will coax them and then only motherfuck them when it's warranted.
Makes sense.
We'll see.
And sometimes
you're political. You're playing the politics.
You got to play the game.
Got to play the game.
Well, so all right. If this happens, if USA wins, will they win? By the way, you think they're going to beat Belgium?
I do think they will beat Belgium. Okay. Watching that game yesterday, Senegal had some amazing athletes. Like, they were fucking killing Belgium. They were up 2-0 in the 86th minute, and Belgium subs off their 2 best players. Everybody's thinking, oh shit, they just waved the white flag. They brought in these 2 youngsters. They scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, force it to overtime, and then score literally in the last kick of the game in overtime. So Belgium, the last time we played them, we lost 2-1, and that was the golden generation. Well, the golden generation for Belgium now are 35 to 40 years old.
Yeah.
They ain't golden no more in the soccer world.
What was that kid's name? Depay? Marcus?
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne, yeah.
Good memory.
Still on the team.
He's still on the team. He was the name I was looking for earlier. I pulled up the roster earlier. I was like, man, I can remember this guy's name who was like fantastic.
He was one of the guys who got subbed.
Yeah.
Like, he's still arguably one of their best players, but he's old. And they subbed him, and I was thinking, holy shit, you just took off one of your best players. You're just conceding. Nope, they didn't concede.
They won.
They won.
They saved the firepower for the end.
They brought in
which Bosnia tried to do last night, right? I mean, they played defensive.
Big time.
The Americans attacked, and then with about 15, 20 minutes to go left in the game, they made those subs, and their attack. I know I don't know shit about soccer, but did I read that right?
It changed. It changed. Yeah. I mean, we were at the bar last night with the brother and sister-in-law and some other people, and at one point, one of the non-soccer guys looks at me and goes, "Are they going to play this way the entire game?" And we just scored, and I was like, they probably will for a little bit so it doesn't get ugly, but at some point they're going to have to change tactics, or you just lose 1-0. And what's the difference if you lose 2-0 or 1-0? You still lose. So they definitely did.
Are we giving anything away today? Is the box full? It's been
it's
been 3 weeks. There's way more. here's what we're going to give away this week. I'm going to pull 4 names because I feel like I've cheated your listeners for a while. And all 4 names got to come see the Todd Father. You get to go to the vault.
Wow.
Ooh.
So there's some really good stuff back there. The Todd Father yesterday when I was doing payroll walks back and looks at me and goes, "What the hell are we going to do with all this shit?" And I go, "I got plans."
Okay.
So there's some good stuff in that vault again.
You got a chance to go buy something from the vault.
Yes.
Wow.
You get to come see the Todd Father. He'll give you the dog and pony show. By the way, I tried to get the Todd Father on both of the weeks I was gone. And the Todd Father says, "Well, I have a face for radio. So no, I'm out."
Like all of us, brother.
So here we go. Let's
All
see
right.
if we can pull somebody besides Deb, Irwin, or Danny Douglas. Hunter Van Halen.
Hunter
what
Van
a
Halen.
Fucking name. Are you kidding me? That's his real name?
That's what
Hunter
it says.
Van Halen.
Hunter Van Halen.
That's name Hall of Fame.
All right, Hunter, you're going to the vault.
Hunter, I'll text you here in about 10 minutes when we're done. Stan Weiss.
All right, Stan.
Weihs.
Hunter, Stan. 2 more winners are going to the vault.
Todd. Ooh, I don't even know how to pronounce this one. Todd Szabo.
Zabo.
Yeah, Sabo.
Zabo.
Zabo, Sabo, sure. Todd Zabo. Congratulations, Todd.
Danny, Deb, Irwin, I'm sorry, but this is what happens, I guess, when you get 3 of them. Oh, shit. Irwin.
I'm glad we don't have the 30-day rule like in the old place. It's almost comical. It's almost comical.
I love it.
Congratulations, E.
I love it because that means that Deb and Irwin and Danny, they're here every week. Like, they are loyal Central City customers. I want them to have the opportunity.
Now, make sure when you go to Central City Liquors to pick up your propane for $13.99 or get your 7% discount, you mention the Rush Radio Show, because then they'll ask for your name and they'll ask for your telephone number, and you'll be registered for our weekly drawing, which is a lot of fun. And like I said, the more you go, the better chance you have to win.
100%.
And don't let
100%.
Deb, Irwin, and Danny win all the time. It's that simple.
God love them. One last caveat. The Todd Father is not here today. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, come see the Todd Father, or next week.
Are you working there this weekend?
I hope not, but maybe. I actually got invited to the Ghana-Colombia game Friday night, so I may be going to that game in Kansas City.
Dude, soak it up, man. I'm glad you're enjoying this as much as you are, and thanks for taking us along for the ride when you can.
All right, guys.
See you,
Brian.
buddy. Good luck with everything.
As always.
Brian Duax joining us from Central City Liquors. Propane cylinder exchange, $13.99, 7% off everything in the store, with a few exceptions. Go to Central City Liquors. Ross, fun show today. Thanks to Sean Roberts. Thanks to Brian Duax. We'll celebrate the 4th of July tomorrow on July 3rd. We'll have a firecracker of a show. How's that?
I like the way you did that. I see what you did there.
It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiskus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiskus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Looking for a new car that fits your lifestyle and your budget?
Willis Nissan has you covered. The affordable and fuel-efficient Nissan Kicks.
to the spacious and high-tech Nissan Rogue.
Willis Nissan has the vehicle you need for your weekday commute, summer road trips, and everything in between. And right now at Willis Nissan, you can take advantage of 0% APR financing on select new Nissan models. Don't wait. Get the best deal on the perfect Nissan at Willis Nissan. Stop into our showroom today or check us out online at willisnissan.com.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Coming up now, Travis, Ross, and at least one opinion that will get somebody mad online.